I'll take anime for the year for 400, please. Chainsaw Man is currently exploding on the internet everywhere as of recently because of the brand new release of the anime. Chainsaw Man has always been pretty popular even when the manga was first coming out, just because of how cool the concept was and how good of a story it was and how much the characters were so liked and just so many other things that made that manga so great. And now recently, the first episode of Chainsaw Man has been released, and my oh my, is it good. People have been anticipating this anime release for a long time. So, expectations were higher than normal, I guess you could say. And I like to think after my first viewing experience of episode 1, I have to say that my expectations were met. The first episode did so many things right and did things so well that honestly it is a pretty good first episode. And sometimes anime struggle when it comes to their first episode or their first sets of episodes because they might be slow or it might turn people off because of the pacing. But personally, I got hooked episode 1 and I immediately felt so many things after watching it. In the first episode alone, you already got the feel for Denji, the main character of the show, and his struggles that he's going through, and also just the way he's feeling, and in a very short amount of time growing to really like the character and the struggle that he's going through, and sort of maybe even relating to him in some ways. That's why I say some ways, because some of the things he goes through may not be relatable towards most people. But let's look at this guy. He's just so darn cute. I love him. Not to mention, the anime itself looks fantastic. A lot of people were worried when the first trailers were coming out because of the fact that the anime is mostly, if not all of it, is pretty much CGI. And a lot of people have a bunch of different gripes towards CGI. I get it. It's the same technology that they used to make Jimmy Neutron. I can see why you would be worried. But honestly, Mappa had it down just right. I felt like the CGI even helped the anime look better, gave it some better action scenes and so much more, because the action in the first episode was just so great and it was only just a small piece of what's to come, really. And let me tell you, it was pretty awesome getting to see Denji cutting up a bunch of zombies and demons. What can I say? It was just so much fun to watch and I had such a great time watching it. And honestly, I'm just so excited to see what else is to come from this anime. I'm also just excited to meet the rest of the cast. I just want to meet the other characters, get to like them, because I got a feeling I'm really gonna like most of the cast, and also just get to really grow attached to them, just in case something bad happens to them, then I can feel sad when they're gone. But overall, it looks like Chainsaw Man is definitely going to be one of the best animes to watch this year. Not only that, but I also feel like it's going to be one of those anime, you know, one of the best animes, the ones people call the best around, calling them the top 10 best animes because of how iconic it is and how good it is, which I have high hopes for. Hopefully it can live up to that legacy and truly become one of the best animes of the decade, of the year, and so much more. You know, the best anime of all time. But for now, all we can do is continue waiting each week for a new episode to come out for us to judge that for ourselves truly. And before I go, I do want to talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to Chainsaw Man, and that is its opening. The opening for Chainsaw Man just looks great. The song's a banger, by the way. And the thing that gets people talking about it is the fact that so many of the parts of the openings are movie references. Because the director of the anime is such a big movie guy, he loves movies, he wanted to reference as many as he could in the opening. There's references such as The Killer Tomatoes, Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and so many more. And with all these movie references being thrown into Chainsaw Man, as the legend himself, Martin Scorsese, once said, this is cinema.